going on YouTube? It's your boy Finito, and today I'm bringing you guys a little bit different. I'm bringing you guys a PvP build for the Warden class for the Elder Scrolls Online Gold World chapter. Let's get right into it. So I have 36 points into Magicka, 23 points into health, 5 points into stamina. For food, we're using Jewels of Misrule, but if you have a sword, guys, Bear Hunch, you can use that. It's up to you. Our Mondays is the Lover, and we are a stage 3 vampire. We are sitting at 20k Magicka, 34k health, and 17k stamina. Our stats, I'll show you in a bit. Like, that doesn't really matter for now. Let's go right into our sets, or slaughterables. We are using these pots, Essence of Immobility. Become immune to knockback and disabling effects for 10 seconds. Grants you... Whoa, not these. So, become immune to knockback. Increase stealth detection by 43 meters for 16 seconds. And restore Magicka. And also, I'm using the Tristat pots. Just give you resources. Everything else is situational. It's up to you. Food, like I said, or Sorgas or Jewels, up to you. And for our front bar sets, we are using the new trial set, the No Arca. What this set gives you is it gives you crit chance, minor slayer, crit chance, weapon damage, and the 5-piece. Dealing critical damage gives you a stack of slaver for 10 seconds, up to once every half second. Upon getting your third stack, they merge into a crystal that launches at your last enemy damage, dealing 10k physical damage. This effect can happen once every 5 seconds. Now, technically this set is single target, but if you use an AoE ability, which we do, it becomes an AoE attack. So it's like having crystals on a warden from a sword. So it's just so much burst that it just helps you take your kills quick, which it's the main focus of PvP is burst. You want burst down your enemies so they don't have a chance to heal, dodge roll, cloak. They don't have a chance to react. So this set for me, in my opinion, best front bar set as of now. You can use Rothgard though. I have used Rothgard. Rothgard is also really good. I have used Rothgard and also Tarnish. Tarnish works too. Up to you. I have this. I definitely think it's worth getting. Perfected. I don't know about the non-perfected, honestly. Me personally, I wouldn't run the non-perfected. But if you try it out and it works, let me know. For our backbar set, we are using Wretched Vitality, a nice staff. What this does, it just gives you so much sustain and allows you to stay in the fight longer, allows you to heal, allows you to use your skills and do whatever you need for longer. Amazing set. Our monster set is Balorg's best set and best monster set in PvP in my opinion. And One Piece Trainee standard, and we are also using the Saint Seducer mythic. This mythic is definitely overpowered. It just gives you so many buffs and debuffs to your enemies sitting in your area, in the little circle it makes. So, I mean, yeah, it's pay to win, but that's a topic for a different video. For your trades, for weapon trades, you want one learned, one sharpened, back bar set, defending with a weapon damage enchant, and for our front bars, we are using a flame and shock glyph. For your body pieces, you want try enchants. You want max resources. You're using all your resources, so tri-stat's the way to go. We are also running 3 heavy, 3 medium, 1 light, and also 2 pieces are reinforced, 2 are well fitted, and the rest are impen. For the jewelry, you want 1 bloodthirsty and 2 infused, all weapon damage enchants. For our skills now, for our front bar ulti, we're using Dawnbreaker Smiting. I mean, just you're using this for many reasons, but simply on your front bar, you want it because of the passives. The weapon increases your weapon damage and your spell damage. So you want this on your front bar. You're not really gonna use it unless you just want to finish off a kill. You know, like somebody's low health and you need that extra burst. That's when you're gonna use it. Other than that, you're really gonna be wanting to use your back bar ulti. For spammable, we're using Blood for Blood. It deals AK magic damage and plays the hemorrhaging effect, status effect, and deals up to 75% more damage based on your missing health. And you have so much passive healing that you don't need to worry that it costs health, and it just helps out the build more because you're not using something like this Inkling, something with a cast time. It's a nice, it feels good when you're using it. So yeah, I'm also using Lotus Blossom. What this does is it makes your light and heavy attacks heal you. It also gives you major and major prophecy and savagery, increases your crit. So amazing. You want to be light attack weaving with this build. The reason why is because obviously you're using blood for blood, so you definitely want to be light attacking. You want to be light attacking regardless, even if you're not using blood for blood, because it procs your glyphs and it also adds that little bit of extra damage. And if you PvE, then you also know that light attack weaving is a must. Like you need to push at that as much damage as possible. So this just helps you, you know, with your healing, and it gives you your buff. Also, Bird of Prey. This gives you your speed buff, and it also grants you immunity to snares and immobilizations, and it also gives you 5% extra damage. Also, the bread and butter of the Warden, Deep Fissure. Nothing to say then. It just hits hard. You only hit it once, and it attacks twice. And you apply minor and major breach to your enemies. And for a scribing skill, I'm using fiery contingency. What this does, you just deal AOE flame damage. You also create a 8-meter area for 2 seconds under your target, and once every 8 seconds, this snares the enemies by 70% and charms them for 3 seconds when it expires. And if no enemies are charmed, you restore resources. So that gives you a bunch of crowd control. So it's just an amazing skill, amazing skill. And also I went for the minor force, increase our critical damage by 10%. For our back bar, we're using Ice Fortress. That's our major resolve buff, and also gives us minor protection. Arctic Blast is our heal. It also hits the enemies for frost damage every 2 seconds, and it can stun. So obviously more crowd control, which is amazing. Resolving Vigor, it's her heal. It heals you for 15k every 5 seconds, and it also gives us minor resolve. Blue Betty is our major brutality buff and also cleanses negative effects when you cast it. And if it doesn't have a negative effect, so to cleanse, it also gives you an extra 5% damage. And then this is kind of like your flex spot, but not really. You can use Leeching Vines or the other morph. I like this one better because I like Leeching better because it gives you that life steal, and it's just that extra passive healing that you don't even see. I mean, it's really good. But if you're not using Leeching Vines, you can use Elemental Blockade. I don't like throwing this skill like PvP. You know, it's so random that unless you got your opponents or your enemies on a chokehold, I mean, they can just walk out of it, which I don't think is worth it. But it is nice. And for our ulti, Northern Storm, the best ulti in the game, in my opinion. It deals 5k frost damage to your enemies every second for 8 seconds. It reduces their movement speed by 40%, and increases your weapon and spell damage by 50 every second for 5 seconds up to a stack of 9. So I mean, it's just a really good ulti, and also gives you major protection, like if that wasn't enough. So again, in my opinion, best ulti in the game. And for champion points, for blue tree, force of nature, master arms, deadly aim, ironclad, slippery, sustained by suffering, pain's refuge, survival instincts. That's it for the build. I will talk more about combos and stuff like that in the gameplay if you want to stick for that. If not, I appreciate you guys staying this long. I hope you guys enjoyed the build video. If you do, please leave a like, and if you enjoy the content, subscribe. It's free. Anyways, I appreciate your time here, guys, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Take care. Peace. Alright, so for the gameplay section of the video, I kind of want to start out with this little clip. Right here, you see me, right? Like I was just chilling on my mount. This guy came out of nowhere. He wanted to fight, so 1v1. So you guys saw me dodge roll, boom, avoid some of his combos. I know that he has his power overload, like he's so I'm just trying to avoid his light attacks. Try and get in close, try and get him to fall for that charm. I get him there. He dodge rolled there, so that would have been a huge amount of burst right there if he wouldn't have rolled in that certain situation. So right here you see me just keeping my buffs up, making sure nothing falls out, because it's definitely not something you want to do in PvP. I'm just maintain your buffs up and wait for your opportunity. I hit the shulks there, keeping my health up, because I mean Sorks, if you don't know, I mean they hit super hard. They have so much burst as well, and they have that burst from damage, as you guys can see. That's why he's trying to keep the distance from me, and I'm trying to close the gap. And then I see his other boy run up and like another Sork, so now I have 2 Sorks, and I'm just trying to right here just kite so I could try and separate them. And maintain my buffs, my heals. I probably dodge roll a little bit more than I should have. My stam was a little low right there. As you guys can see, I can't broke free, but I had to change pots there. I was using the tech pots there, so I had to switch from those to the tripods. Make sure all my resources are up, and I dodge roll here just to see if they would swing, and I saw that they did. They missed. I dodge roll. I got the dodge roll thing. I see this guy pushing low health, so I'm thinking to myself, yeah, this guy can't be serious. And little did I know he was, and boom, as you guys saw, bro, he didn't even have a chance to break free. I mean, he was dead before he even knew it. And here, it's we make it a 1v1 again, but as you guys saw, a teammate there, a little Nightblade, just jumped down, and I think he gets destroyed. I think this guy just nukes him. But you guys are gonna be able to see why this war has so much tankiness. Like you guys can see how easily he just kills this guy. I think he kills him right here. I think he hits us both with a Dawnbreaker, or he hit him. I hit him with mine. So that was just a little clip right there. And here we have a BGs. I think this is a team deathmatch, and it's a quick one. I think it only lasted like 6 seconds. I mean, this was kind of like us bullying. Apparently, I had to check what that set did because I never looked at it. Somebody was sharing a werewolf build. And I'm like, oh, time to get into the fights. So, like, it's the same thing with Warden. Like, PvP is essentially what you want to do is make sure that all your buffs are up. In BGs, you want to stay close to your teammate. Like, you guys can see my teammate over there, all the way in the far. He's by himself. And me and this guy over here, we nuked one guy. So, it's team deathmatch. So, it's really hard to get kills, especially if one of the teams has healers, because it's really easy to keep your teammates alive if you have a decent healer build, or a heal bot, as I like to call them. So, as you guys can see, I'm trying, just keep my distance. I see this guy by himself. I hit him with the Dawnbreaker, but I think I missed. He cloaked. I don't know. Snipe blades, bro. I don't even know if I hit him. But the Arctic Blast was able to get the kill. Here I see my teammate fighting multiple, so we get the charm on this guy, and then as you guys can see, we try going for the kill. My whole team jumped on them. I mean, you know, that's what BG is about. You know, just gotta stay with your team. You know, because if one of you guys goes down, then it's gonna be a lot easier to be able to take down the rest of you guys. So here you have the sword. You know, he's kiting away. What he should have done. You know, he should be doing. Try to stay away from us, but the pressure with his build, I mean, it's just insane, bro. Like, just don't let him breathe. And then I have my teammates on him too, so it's a nice build. Here, you know, we're trying to stay away from that Colossus. We're trying to stay out of the AoEs. This guy over here came by himself, so trying to get the kill there, but he just moved too fast. I see my teammate over there fighting one guy, so I figured might as well help him, but he committed suicide. Here it's like, you know, I mean, I don't know. The combos essentially is you wanna wait for the second subterranean assault to be like about to come out. You wanna give it like 3 seconds, and you wanna be able to, like, if you have your stacks of null at 2, like right there. I wanna, like, if I'm fighting one guy, obviously I'm gonna use blood for blood, but if I'm fighting multiple people, I wanna be able to hit as many people as possible. So that's when I'll double cast the scribing skill. That firing contingency, I'll double cast it if possible, but like you guys can see right there, like it was just, I mean, my teammate was staying on it, but I'll show you guys the stats at the end. We had I think overall we had the highest amount of damage from everybody in the BG, and we also had a good amount of healing. So it was, like I said, it's not just burst, it also adds a lot of healing to your build. Right there I kinda messed up. I dodge rolled too early. I mean, it happens, man. You know, nobody's invincible in this game. But yeah, like you see, my teammates are still out there fighting, so obviously I gotta get back to them. But yeah, no, this is just essentially what BG's is. I mean, this is just an example of one BG. I have other BGs that I never recorded where I went crazy, like 30 plus kills and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I just didn't think about it. I didn't think I was gonna make a build video, so I just didn't really care until up to recently, where I was like, you know what? Let me put out a build video. I haven't seen like a Warden build like this on YouTube, or you know, give an explanation to why they use the skills and stuff like that. And if I'm forgetting something, which I probably am, please leave it down in the comment section below. Like, if you have any questions, like if you're a different race, or if you're using different weapons, and you want to know what you can do different to the build, or what I would do to the build personally different, yeah, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to give you guys my advice. I've been playing this game since release on console, bro. I've been playing this game for so long. It's like I said, I don't think no other game offers what the other Elder Scrolls has to offer. Like, there's just so much you can do in this game, whether it's housing or your outfits for characters, or like I mentioned, like, you know, crafting stuff for your house. Right here, like, I try to fight 2 guys at once, but yeah, they had burst. I mean, they hit me with the ulti, the Winterborn, and a whole bunch of other stuff just hit me, and you know, fire hurts because of the vampirism, but that's what it is. We're 7-2. But yeah, no, I was saying that yeah, just this game just offers you so much. The trials are fun. All the trials are fun. I love all the trials. There's like the story, the lore. Like, if you like the Elder Scrolls lore, like, this game offers you so much lore. Some of it is confusing, whatever, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a game. It's just a virtual world. So I mean, the lore is cool. I love the lore, like the Malacath and why the orcs became orcs and stuff like that. Like just they were warriors, and you know they believed in certain honor and stuff like that. And the god got eaten, and then he got pooped out. Like all that lore stuff, like it's pretty cool. Like it's cool because they take from like real life cultures, and then they expand it into their own worlds, and it's cool. I like it, man. It's a dope game. You have dragons, you have vampires, werewolves. The world is massive. I mean, Jesus, bro. Like, I've not completed like all the quests. I've not completed, nowhere near completed the game. Achievement wise, I think just Godslayer, Emperor, TikTok Tormentor. I like the main ones. Immortal Redeemer. Like the trial trifectas are cool. The dungeons are so cool. The sets you get are cool. The trials, like Infinite Archive. I love Infinite Archive. It gets kind of boring, but like, you know, just chill and just jump in the match and have like jump into something easy. The archive is easy. If you want something more challenging, you have the two arenas. I know Maelstrom and the other one, I forgot, Veteran. Like, you know, they're challenging, especially if you want to do the veteran content. Like if you never done them, they're challenging. I remember my first time completing Maelstrom Arena. I was in there probably like for like a month. But it was worth it, bro. Like I remember getting my fire staff and my bow and being happy as hell because I was gonna be able to do cool damage and get all the cool titles and cool skins, and it was a fun experience. And eventually my end game was Godslayer, right? Like the only trifecta I cared about was Godslayer. I thought it was the coolest title, fighting the dragons and stuff, and eventually I got it, and it was fun. I remember being in the prog and all those people that I met, like even in the ones that we didn't achieve it, like you know, I still play with some of those guys. Like they're mad cool people, and it's just a fun experience. I recommend this game. Well, I don't know, cause I'm a veteran again, but like if you're a new player with no friends, it might be a little tougher for you. Your experience might not be like, you might expect to get end game gameplay like this right off the bat, and it's not gonna be like that. You know, you're gonna have to grind your sets. You're gonna have to level up your character. You're gonna have to level up your skill lines, your skills. So it's a grind. I mean, it's an MMO, but I think it's fun. I think it's fun, and the PvP aspect of it, like it's like you said, bro, it's just nothing compares. It's so fun, and as you guys can see here, like, you know, I'm having blast. But yeah, I think one thing you will get a lot with using this build is a lot of hate messages. Like you'll see eventually some guys send me a whisper saying I have a cheese build and this and that, but he's a Nightblade. I think he was mad because I was using the detect pots, but in my opinion, like Nightblades are so overpowered, so much damage, so much healing, and and then they're able to cloak. I mean, I think I think that's between Sork and Nightblade. I think they're constantly getting buffs, never get debuffs. So, PvP wise, I don't PvE. I guess Nightblades have been in a tough spot for a while, but in PvP, I mean, Nightblades have been probably the best class. You know, if you want 1BX, you go to a Nightblade. Everything else is just like a little hard mode. Like it gets harder if you're not a Nightblade. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, you're gonna definitely get a lot of messages, a lot of salty messages. A lot of people are gonna say GG's, nice build, but again, majority of people are gonna say like, oh, you're using this pay to win stuff, blah blah. But it's like, dog, like I enjoy the game, dog. What? Like I had this other guy too tell me like, oh, you play with your dragons and fairies on the Elder Scrolls Online. Like in this game, some guy messaged me saying that I'm not gonna say the words, but like he said, you know, I don't want YouTube taking down my video, but like he said some words that are not allowed on the internet because I'm playing with fairies and dragons and my elves. And it's like, dog, you're playing the same fucking game. What the fuck? like, it's just a lot of negativity. There's a lot of people who just, they just want to talk shit just because they're having a bad day or their mom didn't hug them enough, so they feel like they need to tell the world that they're unhappy. And it's like, dog, at the end of the day, nobody gives a shit. Like, if you don't like this build, I don't care. None of the guys in the BGs care. Like, nobody cares, just you. And if you have a problem with it, like, there's nothing I can do about it, right? Like, sure, I can throw in different sets and use less cheesy build, but when I do that, bro, I mean, I'm still good at the game. I still do well in the game. The problem is when I'm fighting really good players, bro, and they're using the stuff that I'm using in this build, it gets harder and harder to kill them. So I have two choices: either I join them or I just avoid them. And obviously, I'm not gonna stop playing the game because I have fun playing the game. So I'm gonna farm the sets that I need to farm and to compete. Cause right, like that's the whole point. You want to compete. You play to win. You don't play to lose, right? And it's obviously part of the game now. It's not like I told developers, make people pay for this. No, you have a choice. You pay for it. You don't. You don't want to pay for it. Why are you fucking complaining about it? Like, to me, it just never makes sense, right? But like that's just my opinion, right? Maybe I'm missing something out. Maybe you have a different point of view on that, and that's fine, bro. Like, I respect that. If you don't want to do things, that's cool. But again, some people want to express their feelings online and think that people like me care, and it's like, alright, bro. Well, I mean, you're expressing it to the wrong person. I generally don't care. I think it's funny. I'm gonna laugh at you if anything, especially if you come at me crazy. I'm gonna say some back, but that's because you asked for it, right? But like, I don't know. I guess people online are different than they are in real life, right? Like, you have people that will tell you some crazy stuff online, right? Like, they'll come at you crazy, but in real life, you don't have a lot of people that act like that because, for one, I guess most people don't want to get arrested, right? But then again, there's people that know how to fight, right? And you don't know who knows how to fight. And if somebody knows how to fight and you come at them crazy and you don't know how to defend yourself, you're in deep troubles, my guy. So, and most people don't know how to fight. So that's why I think we don't see a lot of this aggressiveness in the real world, but online people think that it's cool, and I think it is what it is, man. So just beware. Just beware that if you do decide to run this build, you're gonna get hate messages, guaranteed. And I hope you laugh at them just like I do. But yeah, like, look at this, man. Like, you guys can see from this that I'm holding my ground down right here. I don't have my teammates near me. I'm fighting these guys. Like, I think there was somebody above hitting us. I don't know if that was a teammate or an enemy. I think it was a teammate because he doesn't seem to be hitting me. So yeah, it's probably a teammate. But I mean, it's he's not healing me, right? He's not healing me, and this is an ultimate. I'm fighting an ultimate. A werewolf, if you don't know, in the Elder Scrolls Online, it's an ultimate. I'm fighting a permanent ultimate. And I mean, dog, he's not gonna kill me. I don't think he is, or maybe they do. I don't know. The other guy jumps down, but he dies, right? Not very smart to jump in a northern storm, especially on a squishy build like a Nightblade. But I bet you the guy, yeah, I think he's the guy that sends me have a cheesy build because he doesn't know how to play with the game. He doesn't know that standing in the AOE is gonna cause you to take damage. But I think here, yeah, I think right here is I stamped out. And in PvP, if you run out of stem, GG's, you're called it a day. Especially if you have multiple people on top of you. But yeah, like, it's just, I don't know. Hey, I'm just going off in a rant. I'm just saying stuff that just kind of popped in my mind. So I'm probably a little bit lost on thoughts. But as you guys see, the build, like, it's effective. It's fun. It doesn't have a high learning curve. One mistake that I catch myself doing a lot is I end up double casting Subterranean Assault, and obviously I'm not. You gotta let your second shot go off, right? And Sometimes I keep track of the timer, and the timer doesn't, like, it's not synchronized with the actual skill sometimes, or I don't know what happens, but the timer doesn't pop off. So I'm thinking that the skill never went off, but my skill did activate, and I just didn't see the timer, or the timer didn't pop up, and I end up double casting. But that's one thing that just gotta be careful with. Uh, but that's just the game, there's nothing you can really do about that. And it only harms your sustain, but we are using Retro Vitality, and look, guys, like, I'm running, I'm sprinting, I'm spamming my skills, bro, and when I get into combat, dog, I'm ready. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to go to war. Right here, I was trying to, like, avoid my teammates. I was just trying to fight people, but it is an objective gameplay. So at the end, I was like, all right, whatever. BG's almost done. Let's capture this flag or whatever, and the match here. I mean, the gameplay is coming to an end. I think we got a couple minutes left still, but like, overall, what you want to do is just time your skills. Make sure that you want to use your Northern Storm, but if you do use your Dawnbreaker, is because you just need to finish the kill. But right here, you saw me, right? Like, I saved my ulti, I waited. I could have used it against that one sword, but I had to wait. I waited for the other guys to pull up, and as soon as they did, I used my ulti, and I had pressure on all of them, even the guys that I wasn't looking at. Here I have the sword, man. He comes in, and I think, do I run out of food here? Yeah, I was out of food. I didn't have food. So I still got the kills, I think I realized I didn't have food because my sustain was so low, and I was testing another build, and I forgot to withdraw the food from my bank, so I didn't have food. So I just say, yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's raw dog it. The guy, yeah, I messaged this guy and I tell him, yep, I didn't even have my food on. The BG was done anyways. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, again, hit the like. I would highly appreciate it. And if you enjoy the content, or like this type of commentaries, leave us up. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.